Put some respect on Ma Rainey's name. Welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle reaction. Today I will be reacting to Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Now, the trailer for this movie has been out for I think over a week now, but with the passing of Chadwick Boseman, it wasn't something that I wanted to watch right away because it was just so, it's so final. Like, this is it. This is his last film. So I've been waiting to watch the trailer. But besides that, I am a super duper avid jazz blues fan. I love it, especially the origins. Great. So I'm very excited to see how this trailer is, going to be, how maybe the film is going to, differ from the play, because this is adapted from a play. But yeah, before we get into whether or not this trailer looks amazing and if it's giving us all the feels that we need, I'm going to need you guys to drop down and like this video. I don't care if you didn't, see anything yet. Just go like it anyway. Subscribe to my channel if you have yet to do so. And then we're going to come back and we're going to discuss what we saw and see why we should care about Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Know which way to go. I had the blues so bad, I sit right down on my floor.
All right.
A one, a two, you know what to do.
Oh, that's pretty.
This be an empty world.
Oh, Chadwick! Oh, honey.
I try to take that emptiness and fill it up with something.
Look at Viola. Viola looks good. Oh, look at her. She looks good because I've seen Ma Rainey depicted she got that smeared black eyeliner and mascara situation happening, them gold teeth.
Come on, Levy. You rehearse like everybody else.
Look at Chadwick.
Give me a band and make me some records.
Look
I know how
how
to play real
Danny.
music, not this jug band shit.
Just to think about how sick he was, and
I don't care.
it's a lot. You better sing that shit, Viola.
That's to get the people's attention. That's when you and Slow Drag come in with the rhythm part. Me and Cutler play on the break.
Dropping it like it's hot in the 20s.
Levy, the sooner you understand it.
It's great. I think this is focusing on, that period when jazz was training. Jazz was kind of changing and going somewhere else. And we got more of that, Thelonious Monk, Charlie Parker, Miles Davis that we're kind of accustomed to. So I think maybe Chadwick is kind of playing that. Viola is doing her thing.
The world got to do his part. Tell the white man just what he can do.
Yep. Glenn Turner here. Shit is real.
In my voice.
About them songs I give you.
They're not the right songs. I don't take them off your hands for you.
Don't they just love taking something off your hands for you? Mm-hmm.
You don't know nothing about what kind of blood I got, what kind of heart I got.
You see Chad giving it everything. Come on. Chad, don't be trying to make nobody proud when you're trying that.
Wonderful. We got that boy. Good session, Mom. We got our top winner.
I'm excited. Let's talk about it.
Blues, the Gin House Blues, the My Man Done Left Me Blues, they all the same song, ain't they? But the same 3 chords. And you done heard them about 1,200 times from 1,200 people. So what make folks want to hear from you? So you got to put something else in it. The blues is not about people knowing you. It's about you knowing people.
Now, judging by my reaction to this trailer, you guys can clearly see that I am here for this movie. Ma Rainey is the story of a female blues singer. Very much so kind of the first like staple female blues singer who, you know, made it her own and said what she wanted to say. It's set in Chicago, and it's just one day of a black band in the 1920s trying to record in the obstacles you see, you know, within the band and within, you know, producers, management, white management. And you just get a feel for the Ma Rainey character as a whole. Now, before we get into everything, I want to kind of start you guys off with some pros that I see from this trailer. And then I'm going to hit y'all with the cons because, you know, got a couple cons, a couple of problems. Now, pros. The director of this film, George C. Wolfe, I don't care he directed Lackawanna Blues, and that is like one of my movies. So I'm excited just for that alone, because that's also a time period film, you know, set, and it was depicted very well. So I have no problem feeling like he won't know the proper direction, you know, for the 1920s era. Now, the talent is there. You can see all the talent just within the trailer. Not only do we have, you know, a plethora of black talent, but you also see Viola Davis. Like, come on. Like, Viola Davis is like an all-star at this point. Like, she's our new modern day, like, Cicely Tyson. But, of course, we have, you know, Chadwick and, you know, Glenn Truman, you know, Colonel Taylor, Coach East. All of that. He is here. Like, the talent is there. Like, there's no reason to think, you know, I don't know what that actress, you know, that actor is bringing. Like, I'm scared of the portrayals. No, it's there. Now, I also saw that the music for the film is going to be performed by Bradford Marsalis. Like, if you're not a jazz head, you're gonna be like, well, who the hell is that? Like, y'all, Bradford Marsalis is the talent. He is the talent. Like, much of his family is the talent. Like, he's a really, really great saxophone player. He's very prominent in, you know, a lot of films and portraying, you know, jazz and wanting to come across. Like, he, just to get you a little bit more familiar if you're not, he did all the music for Spike Lee's 1990s Mo Better Blues. So if you love that was not Denzel. That was Bradford. Love it. I'm excited for that. The music is there. Now, I'm also excited to see that there is a genuine portrayal here of Ma Rainey. Now, a few years ago, we got the Bessie Smith story portrayed by Queen Latifah, which is really good. It's called Bessie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Ma Rainey was there, and she was portrayed by Monique. But not to say that it was bad, it was good. Monique did a very good job. But it was so clean. It was such a smooth, clean performance and kind of brief. So I'm happy that she's getting a little time here. But Monique's portrayal was very neat. And I didn't feel like we got a lot of Ma Rainey's personality. Now, if you listen to Ma Rainey's music and the blues and what she was singing about, she's, you know, kind of a raunchy, gritty, outspoken, balls to the wall lady. And she's very known, you know, for not being, you know, the best dresser, but covering herself in, you know, all these, you know, fancy feathers and jewelry, you know, maybe, you know, sloppy hair. And she had, you know, gold teeth, like gold teeth, trick daddy. Gold teeth. And, you know, I didn't feel like we got that in the Bessie portrayal. So I'm really happy to see that. I also like that this movie will be touching on, you know, things like, you know, taking pride in yourself and religion and, you know, racism of the time that still, you know, probably coincides with today. And also just the band being a struggling black band being exploited by, you know, right? And, you know, I'm sure many other producers and management, you know, taking advantage of, in parallels of, you know, now with music industry, things are still happening today in 2020. This is 1920s. Things are still happening now, you know, with artists left, you know, with nothing, and, you know, their artistry taken, you know, and exploited, taken for granted, put out to the masses, and then you don't get any profit, you know, horrible 360 deals. That stuff is still happening now. The movie and, you know, the cinematography that we did kind of see from the trailer, it looks amazing. It has me excited for the movie. So now we can get into the cons. Now, I was a little nervous about, you know, my cons because, you know, it could be a little offensive, but hey, this is my channel. But with my concerns for the Ma Rainey's Black Bottom film, the cons are, I'm feeling like she might be overlooked in her own film. Now, let me explain why. The Ma Rainey, her character is, she's so important. She is so important. I feel like she's really, really unsung because not a lot of people know about her. Not a lot of people know, you know, about Ma Rainey's Black Bottom play. This is her chance, you know, to kind of be brought to the masses, you know, with something as grand as Netflix, and introduce her to a whole new audience, along with, you know, people from the past who may or may not be aware of her. But she is like one of the, if not the first real blues female singer. Now, if you listen to her, she has a certain tone. It's not some grand, you know, voice that we're accustomed to, but for back then and what she did with her voice and her words and things that she wrote, it's very important. It's very important and very attached to now, because this is, you know, the 1920s, and there's a woman, you know, first of all, I feel like she needs a whole feature film. I do appreciate it, but, you know, it's a day. I'm like, we get a day? Like, no, we need birth on up. I know that there may not be, you know, enough facts about her to create something like that, but which is why this should be, you know, held to be something, you know, even more precious, because, you know, we only get one. This is all that she's going to get. And she's the first. She's sung, you know, about, you know, being, you know, openly expressive and being free within her music. And this woman couldn't really read or write, but she composed music and wrote songs with a band and commanded stages back then. Like, we know what happened back then. I'm not going to get into that. But this woman was also, you know, raunchy, a gambler, a heavy drinker, openly bisexual, and did as she pleased in her life. She lived fast and led a, you know, tumultuous life, dying at 53 of a heart attack, you know. And she's kind of unsung. You never hear about Ma Rainey as much as you would hear about, oh my God, I just love Billie Holiday, or, you know, I love Josephine Baker, or I love, you know, even Bessie Smith. You hear about her a little bit more when she was the one, you know, who helped her out, helped her, you know, find her stance. And Bessie emulated her to find her footing. Like, she is so important. And I am afraid that the shine is going to be taken away from this film. Even from the trailer, it's very hinted at mostly Chadwick Boseman. And he'll be playing, you know, the Levy character. Now, I absolutely adored Chadwick Boseman, and he was so talented, and of course gone too soon. And it's, you know, it's going to be a test for people to watch this film. But with all that being said, I feel like this may draw attention away from Ma Rainey and Viola Davis' importance in, you know, her portrayal, because there's going to be so much focus on, oh my God, you know, it's Chadwick and this is his last movie. And I really don't want that to be the case. I'm hoping we can enjoy and endure both and celebrate them both and bring attention to them both. And this not just be our, you know, last goodbyes to Chadwick Boseman. Because Ma Rainey is very important to our culture. And like, if you go back and look her up and listen to some of her music and some of the things that she is saying in her music in those days, it's crazy. Like, this was a bold woman, kind of brilliant in her own way, and she should be celebrated, and this is her opportunity to, and I just hope that it isn't missed. This is just such a grand opportunity to shine some of that light on Ma Rainey. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, just go back and listen to, if you can find it, go listen to some of her music. And her kind of, there were, you know, some singers there, but everybody was, you know, singing, you know, sultry then, and only singing about, you know, I love my man. Ma Rainey comes along and says, well, no, not only do I love my man, I love my woman. We catching the Holy Ghost in church on Sunday. Then we going, you know, to gamble on Monday, cheat on Tuesday, drink all the way to Friday, and do it all over again. Like, it was epic. And she's saying some things that people still are, you know, adjusting to being comfortable with women saying now. But she opened those doors. Like, she's just important, you guys. And I just wanted to show here. I'm already a little hot that we're not gonna get a full feature. We're still, you know, gonna be setting, just because when I seen it at first, the trailer, I was hoping that this would be, you know, the life of, but with, you know, the scarcity of information about her, I just clearly understand why they can't do that. But I just need you guys to know that Ma Rainey walked, so Lil Kim get money, WAP, certified freak, 7 days a week, could run. Like, she is important. She is for the culture. And I just hope that this film displays that and you guys get to see it and we get, you know, spark interest. Like, people don't appreciate jazz and blues enough. Mostly jazz, like, unsung. But I am here for the movie, and December 18th on Netflix, I will be watching for Viola and that grand gold teeth. I like how they tried to put a little weight on Viola. Like, what y'all got under there? Like, but it still looks natural. Still looks natural because Ma Rainey was a bigger woman. It looks beautiful. The cast is there. The direction is there. Can't go wrong with that. Only thing left to do is for us to receive it and appreciate it. Hopefully it stays true to the play, because the play is awesome. I have not seen it in person or anything, but I've watched it. But that was my review on the trailer, you guys. I look forward to watching the film and giving you guys my view on that. If you feel like I was out of line for what I said, drop down and tell me that. If you are familiar with Ma Rainey, if you're a jazz fan and you understand where I'm coming from, drop down and tell me that. I appreciate you guys for watching this trailer reaction. I see you guys for my next video. Bye.